Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing our Sally Hensen Miracle Gel Color Swatch Challenge, and we're going to be putting it into a holiday theme. This is week 2, and I started off by stripping off my previous design and applied the soft gel tips by Gelish. And today we're going to be using Game of Chromes. This color here is my favorite, and not just because of the funny name, but as you can see, this metallic gold color goes on very smoothly. It dries pretty fast, so you don't want to keep messing with it, but it applies very smoothly, so that won't be an issue. But here I'm going to be doing 2 coats of this Game of Chromes, and we'll be doing this on each nail. So for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in again. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, like, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about these designs. So, like I said, we're just going to be continuing this month-long Sally Hensen Miracle Gel swatch color challenge, and I'm going to try to get to every color that I have in Sally Hensen Miracle Gel. And it doesn't, like, I don't think it's a lot, but it's a lot. So we're going to be going through 18 colors, and these are colors that you can find in a retail store near you. So after this fully dries, I'm going to be applying a coat of Clear Top Coat by Gelish, curing it after each nail, and I want to lay this down to protect the nice layer of Game of Chromes we had laid out. We're going to be doing some stamping, some reverse stamping, and we're going to be applying some rhinestones, some sugaring. We're going to do a lot for this video. And I'm trying to make it as festive as possible. This is kind of like a gimme because this color I think is very versatile for the holidays. And so this design shouldn't be as much of a challenge. So I'm using Born Pretty stamping plate BPL054. I've used this last week, and I'm going to use it again, and I'm going to be using the lower left 2 designs here, and we're going to be using these colors in Born Pretty stamping polish along with some of that sugary glitter by Born Pretty. So I'm just going to grab this with my stamper, and then we're going to be filling in some of these spaces with the red stamping polish. Again, this is called reverse stamping, and it's very easy to do. You just color in the lines. Try not to touch the design with your dotting tool or brush or whatever you're using, because it'll pull that design off your stamper. So this is a great way to get multiple colors into one stamp, as opposed to multiple stampings. I know there's some plates out there that, step 1 would be to do the shadowing, and then step 2 would be the outline. Step 3 would be the color. You have to keep going back on the stamping plate. I don't have those. I have regular stamping plates today. So I'm just going to go in and color in these spaces with different color. So the thought process here, I mean, it kind of looks like a tree, so I'm just going to do that again. In my last video, I used one of these designs here on this plate, and I had turned that into a tree. So this is not exactly a tree right now. As you see, there's like too much geometry, but I think with the colors that I'm using, it really doesn't matter what it looks like because it's still festive. So as I'm finding with my stamping, I'm having a very difficult time centering this on my nails. So if anybody has any tips on just centering it on your nails, I look through um, to see where the image is in the stamper, but it's still too hard for me to make perfectly center. And I hate that these nails have like such a strong C curve that when I roll my stamper onto my nail, I have to like really roll it to make sure that all of the stamp gets on the entire nail. So here I'm just going to invert the colors. We're going to be using red this time as the outline, as you see here. And then I'm going to be reverse stamping with the green. I'm going to be coloring in these boxes and kind of do that throughout this design without having the colors touch. And again, this really doesn't have any tree symbol or anything. But I think with the colors that I've chosen, it could possibly be like a really nice starburst design or a pattern that you would find on wrapping paper. But that was my thought process. So it's I think that before I actually start doing these stamping things, I think it's a little challenging for me to look at these designs on the stamping plates and be like, okay, what can I use to make it go along with my holiday theme? And when I just see the stamps, it's just, for me, it's a bit difficult. But then when I just start doing it, it's like it just morphs into something that I can work with. So here I'm just taking some French strip stickers, and I'm going to be putting these on a bias on my nails. I'm going to be doing some light sugaring. Excuse me, my throat is dry. Anyway, I'm going to be applying some top coat, and on each of these fingers here, we're going to be pouring on some of this glitter powder. And again, this is sugaring, and I want it to look like it just dipped the one side of the tip into this powder. And I really like how it looks. It softens up the design a bit. Kind of looks like a velvet or a fuzzy fur kind of a look. So it definitely adds the softness to the design. And I'm just using these three colors here. It's the gold, green, and red. It comes in a set, and I'll leave a link in the description box below for that. And I want to tap off the excess and brush off the excess dust on my nail. So the next bit here, I'm taking some striping tape, and I never use this, so I'm gonna try using it today. And we're just gonna offset a line from the tip that we made with these colors, and they're gonna correspond with the right nail, as you see here: gold to gold, green to green, and red to red. So now I'm just applying some gummy jelly, a little strip where I'm going to put some rhinestones, and now I'm covering up with shiny, just the Game of Chrome spaces. Make sure I seal in that striping tape. But I'm not going to get the sugaring part. I'm just going to leave that as is. I don't like particularly doing that because then over time with wear and tear, the sugaring will come off. But I guess for this design, I definitely want to leave it that way because it leaves a nice soft texture look to the design. If I were to put a top coat over it, it wouldn't look as nice and soft as it does now. Again, as you see here, I'm just putting on a thin layer of shiny, getting over that gummy jelly that I'm going to use to hold these rhinestones. And I love that it's different medium. We've got rhinestones, striping tape, and sugaring, but it all matches in color to where, you know, it ties it all in and it makes it that much more interesting. Last nail. And I like how in this set you've got the 3 similar striping kind of ideas but different colors, and then you have the same colors but in the stamping design. So it's really fluid, and I didn't think it would be, because it's just, to me, it seems like 2 different designs. You have the stamps and then you have the striping. So, but it's pretty neat how it's coming along right now. I didn't expect this, to be honest. Just using my dotting tool to move these rhinestones a bit. And so for my middle finger, I'm applying some gummy jelly on each end, because I'm going to be putting those golden square decals on the end, on both ends. And I'm not perfect with my stamping. I don't know if you've noticed so far that it's not only off center, but it's also incomplete on the edges. And a perfect way to fix that is by adding decals or rhinestones where your image isn't perfect. But that's the beauty of stamping. I think you don't need to put it the way that you think everybody would want to see it. You put it how you'd like it on your nail. And you don't even have to use the full design. You could always just take a piece of tape or lint roller and just remove whatever parts of the stamp you don't want. I'm just going to put a little star there, force it to look like a tree. And after curing that, we're going to be taking some nail cleanser to each nail, just making sure that the rhinestones are at its sparkly best. So I'm just applying some cuticle oil by Gelish and rubbing this into each finger. And once that's complete, I will show you the end result. So here is my holiday design using Sally Hensen Miracle Gel, Game of Chromes, using reverse stamping, some sugaring, some striping tape, and rhinestones. There's a lot of different medium on here, and I'm loving it. Here's a close-up of the look. You can see how nice and soft that sugaring makes the whole design. It's really nice. I love it. So there you have it. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and join me this week when I post my future videos for the Sally Hensen Miracle Gel Color Swatch Challenge, doing holiday designs. See you again next time. Thanks. Bye.